Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Carrie Lee from LFP Farm Life. Today we're going to talk about my Azure purchase for the month. We did not get a whole lot this particular month, but we did fill in a couple of holes that we had. The pickup last night was a little bit late, so I didn't film that, and I didn't film the breakdown of the one frozen item that I got, which was 30 pounds of blueberries. And out of the 30 pounds, I did end up with 6.5 gallon bags of blueberries. Sorry that you might hear a little bit of outside noise. I have both my washer going, and my stallion's a little bit upset. Little Acer's out there is very upset because his girls are not listening to him whatsoever. They're behind the large barn in the pasture, and he is very upset that he cannot see anybody and nobody is coming back up by him. And because we have a farrier coming in just a little while, I need to get this done before the farrier comes. So we ended up with 6.5 gallons of some absolutely delicious blueberries. I am very, very happy with the blueberries. And then I had gotten an entire case of the Azure premium coconut cream with the no guar coconut cream milk, which I am really liking. I plan on using this in my smoothies and in some of my keto cooking. And I did get an entire case this time. It was out of stock last month, so I had just reordered it, and I did get it this month. So I was really happy about that. And then I had gotten some of the matcha powder for some of my smoothies and for some matcha teas and that sort of thing. And I've not tried this before, so I'm kind of excited to see if I like it. I'm really hoping so. And they had a lot of different types of the matcha teas, so I just decided to go with the matcha with the rose hip to see how this one goes. And then last month, I'm really kicking myself that I did not get the 12-pound or the gallon jug of the tea the gallon jug of the honey that they had that was on that special price for, I think it was $32 for the entire gallon, because this month they didn't have that available. But I did end up trying two different honeys. I am trying their Azure Market Orange Blossom Honey. And then I got that in the 3-pound. And then I am trying the Azure Market Pure Berry Wildflower Honey. And both of the honeys that I'm trying are the raw. So I'm going to see how I like the flavors of each of these. And I know that if you do local honeys, it's supposed to be better for your allergies. But I just haven't gotten any of the local honeys recently. And, you know, the two that are here, I was kind of interested in trying both the wildflower with the berry and the orange blossom, just to see how I like them. And then I have gotten the organic red clover tea, because I am not a coffee drinker. I am either an ice water with lemon or a tea drinker. And I normally do Hardy and Sons, but I am branching out in some of the other types of teas. So I figured I would try some of the different teas from Azure to see what I like. And then I had gotten, because I do like Dr. Bronner's soaps, so I've gotten some of their Castile soap. And this is the rose scented soap. I had gotten the hand soap last month, so I decided to get the liquid Castile soap, and I thought I would use this as like a hand soap and that sort of thing to refill my hand soap pumps in the kitchen and in the bathroom, and see how I like that for this month. And then, of course, their sales flyer, so that you can go through and see what the new products are that are coming out, or the things that are on sale. And I do really like that. And I like that they've got their new canning jars, because those of us who can, And I really did not can anything this year, which is fairly unusual. I normally can just a little bit. In our Milwaukee house, I was canning constantly. And you would think on the farm I would can a lot more, but pretty much all of our land is now used for pasture. The little garden that I did have, well, it wasn't really all that little. It was probably the size of our Milwaukee lot. But at that time, before we had the barn that had burnt down, we had free ranged our almost 200 chickens. And those little buggers would, even though we had an 8-foot fence, those little buggers would fly over their fence and pop over into the garden, and they would pull everything but a weed, and they just decimated that garden. In Milwaukee, even though we were on a city lot, we had more chickens than what we were supposed to have. I mean, if you counted them in Ace, we had 4 chickens. So I would say that was okay. We were within limits. You just counted them by Ace, and we were fine. And the neighbors liked our chickens. They would actually, bring things over for them, and we would just give them eggs. So it was, equitable. We had like little, Les had built little wire lean-tos that just went around my boxes. So I would just take the little wire cages, per se, off my raised beds. And then I was able to get to all my veggies and everything. And then the girls got all the scraps and all the greens and the extra produce and everything. And it actually worked out super, super well. And then they made compost for my garden, and it just worked super, super well. I think I had the chickens maybe 3 or 4 years. It just was like phenomenal. And that is pretty much all that I had gotten this month. I really did not get a ton of stuff from Azure at all. So that is all I have for you guys. This day we're just pretty much going to wait on the farrier to come, and then I got Ace and Bunkin to work and housework to do and cooking and just everyday stuff. So maybe I'll take you along on that journey later today. And I got to get the kitchen clean, floors mopped, farrier work, and just everyday fun things. Thank you very much, and hope to see what you guys get from Azure this month. Have a good day.